Hello and welcome to the Stranger Things Upside Down. Total reload, total recall. Some kind of good news about the $2,000 a month bill. They looking at it right now. Pass the word around. They're looking at it. They're actually looking at it right now. Ted Cruz is talking about it. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Chuck Schumer, pass the bill, please. Pass the bill for people like me, please. Chuck Schumer, I know you. Please, I just want to put this out there. Pass the bill for $2,000 a month, guaranteed income, and the bill for the rent freeze. You have to freeze the rent because there's too many people trying to get unemployment. It's impossible to get unemployment if it takes 5 minutes to 10 minutes for every person in the state of New York to get on the phone and talk to a human. Imagine that. 7, 8 million people trying to get unemployment plus, and it takes 15 minutes per person. That'll take at least 4 or 5 years. Chuck Schumer, please pass the bill for the rent freeze. I hope this gets to you. You took this picture with me, and you said that you will look out for guys like cooks, janitors, and stuff like that. We need the heroes benefits. I hope this even gets to Fox News. That's why I'm doing this so nice and so elegant. And here we go. The good news.
This is a Fox News alert. We are just getting word that Chuck Schumer is saying that there is a deal. This is great news. It's phase 3.5. Let's bring in Senator Ted Cruz to get his reaction. Senator, what can you tell us?
Well, good morning. They've been negotiating all evening and this morning. I just got the same notice you did that Schumer says he signed off. So we'll see the specifics. The broad terms of what had been being discussed yesterday were an additional $310 billion for the Paycheck Protection Plan, in addition to $75 billion directed to hospitals and additional funding for testing. We'll see the specifics of what was agreed to, but that's at least where the deal was as of last night.
Hey, Senator, just to clarify, Senator Schumer says they have an agreement on major elements of the program, but he's dealing with his left flank too. People like AOC want guaranteed income for everyone of $2,000 for basically the whole country, and this was supposed to be just a replacement for the Paycheck Protection Program. Now it's
okay. For those who understand this, might or might not understand this. Right now, Ted Cruz has his eyes closed because he's like, what is he talking about? Did they just throw this in the bill? I can't even understand this. This is why I need those guys that's doing those channels about the $2,000 a month to actually look at this video and say, no. They actually just threw that in the bill. Because right now, as we speak, it sounds like if they threw that in the bill. You know, like really weird. Hold on. It feels like if they threw that in the bill. Am I understanding this wrong, or am I not understanding this wrong? But listen, it sounds like if they threw the $2,000 a month in this bill with the payment protection. What? Just listen. Weird.
morphed into much more.
You know, the games the Democrats are playing on this are ridiculous. We saw this on the CARES Act, where we had a bipartisan agreement on the CARES Act, and then at the last minute, Nancy Pelosi parachuted in, blew it up, and delayed it for 4 days when people desperately needed relief. We now have the Paycheck Protection Plan, which has proven immensely popular. It is the difference between life and death for millions of small businesses across the country. Restaurants and bars are playing on this are ridiculous. We saw this on the CARES Act.
Hey, Senator, just to clarify, Senator Schumer says they have an agreement on major elements of the program, but he's dealing with his left flank too. People like AOC want guaranteed income for everyone of $2,000 for basically the whole country, and this was supposed to be just a replacement for the Paycheck Protection Program. Now it's morphed into much more.
You know, the games the Democrats are playing on this.
Wouldn't you say from just what he just said that they threw that in the bill? Right? You would say they threw that in the bill. You would say, okay, it morphed to something totally different. It was just supposed to be for payment protection. But he's dealing with his left flank too. But AOC wants the guaranteed income. Did they throw that in there?
Are ridiculous. We saw this on the CARES Act, where we had a bipartisan agreement on the CARES Act, and then at the last minute, Nancy Pelosi parachuted in, blew it up, and delayed it for 4 days when people desperately needed relief.
But you got to give Nancy Pelosi credit, though, guys. Us Trump supporters, us black conservative patriots, we in our, don't get me wrong, all the other colors too, but I'm saying for the colored man, we have to understand that we want to spread the good news too, and don't lie. You don't lie about something because it fits your opposition of team. You are a referee in the game of life in social media. You want to be down the middle. You want to be a coach. You want to be a ref. You don't want to take nobody's side. You just bam. Okay? Republican, Democrat, no. You just want to be right down the middle. So if somebody gives you that focal point or their hypothesis about what's going down, you could actually take them a little more serious. But that's what I don't know. It just seems like it's going to happen. Because those jobs are not coming back. If you can't get unemployment in New York State and other states because there's millions of people trying to get it, you file online. Once you finish your claim online, you can't get the human on the phone. People are calling 4,000 and 5,000 times, still not getting anyone. So what do? You can't pay rent. Myself, I can't pay March. I can't pay April because I have no money coming in because I've been calling since March 20th, I think March 20th, I think I've been calling since. And here it is, April 21st, and I still can't get it. So that should just let you know they have to do a rent freeze and they have to do the $2,000 a month bill pass. I hope Nancy Pelosi, like I said, you always got to give that right and left paradigm shifts. Nancy Pelosi is the reason why you get the $600 extra. Chuck Schumer is the reason why you get the $600 extra for unemployment if you can get unemployment. They are not just totally bad guys. The $1,200, remember, it was just only going to be $1,000, but Nancy Pelosi stopped the bill for a couple of days, got you the extra $200. Trump didn't ask for that. It was Nancy Pelosi and them. That's why they stopped the bill. That's why you got the employment increase. For benefits, you got the fucking COVID benefits. You got come on. That was because of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. That's why when a YouTuber tells you something that's not straight down the middle, I really don't listen to them because that's not right. I'd rather just go to those channels that are about our IRAs and saving bonds and listen to their stimulus check news, because you just go to a regular YouTuber that has an agenda to get clicks and views for their channel. They're not going to tell you what is going on. They want to tell you what they want to hear. They want to paint that pretty picture. Now, I'm telling you the truth because I can't get unemployment. I can't. There's too many people in the state of New York. Plain and simple. I've been waiting on a 72-hour callback for 4 weeks. So if that tells you anything, why would I lie about that? There's no reason to lie. But that's the way you want a YouTuber to tell you. Nancy Pelosi and them didn't play no games now. That's where you got that extra money. Now, if Nancy Pelosi and them stop this bill, from what I'm understanding, guys, if Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer stop the bill, that means that you're going to get that $2,000.
The Paycheck Protection Plan, which has proven immensely popular, it is the difference between life and death for millions of small businesses across the country, restaurants and bars and movie theaters and nail salons and hair salons. And the Democrats have allowed this program to expire, and they've just held it hostage. And they're continuing to do it. My message to Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi: stop screwing around with these small businesses and people's livelihoods, because the partisan games they're playing are having very real consequences across the country.
Meanwhile, Senator, one of our top stories today is the fact that the president tweeted out last night about 10 o'clock that apparently he is going to, later today, it sounds like, sign an executive order to suspend immigration to the United States